Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Rasi channel services. Today we are going to see about a New Year prediction horoscope for Sagittarius as well as Capricorn. So we will see this prediction and horoscope as per the sidereal astrology as well as Vedic astrology. So we are not predicting according to the nakshatras, but we are predicting according to your star sign, that means the moon sign, as well as the lagna itself, that means the rising ascendant. Okay, so if your rising ascendant is Sagittarius and Capricorn, you can watch this. Okay, or rising ascendant or moon sign, not the sun sign. Okay, so before going to start, I have to tell you that you have to check your birth chart. If your birth chart is guaranteed some sort of things like a business, you have power to start a business, or you have destined to start a business or marriage or going to get kids, then only you will get the result on time with the transit. Okay, so in Vedic astrology and sidereal astrology, we are following the dasha system or the planetary period system, which is giving you a clear picture what is actually going on with you. So if your dasha system or planetary period, who is ruling the planetary period and the subdasha period, if it is that good, you will get 80 to 90% result. Otherwise, you will get 30%. So I have to tell the truth before I'm starting the prediction. I don't want to soften, or I don't want to make it sugar-coated my prediction to anything or anybody. Okay, so worldwide, everywhere there is happiness in 2022, except Cancer in the middle of the year and some of the signs of the half of the year. Because the thing is, the yearly planets like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu, the Rahu and the Ketu, the same, the north node and the south node, the intersecting point of Sun and Moon orbit. So what we consider these planets or the shadow planets of Rahu and Ketu is giving, according to the karma, these planets are giving the result. That's the right thing. Okay, so Rahu Ketu or north node or south node is transiting April 12th to the next house. Then Jupiter transiting April 13th and Saturn on April 29th. So that means big planets, 4 of them transiting this year in April. So half of the year until April is one prediction, and half of that after April is another prediction. So let me start with Sagittarius. So what is going with Sagittarius is, I'm sorry, that's about my telephone. Sorry, mobile. I have to put it back on. So the thing is, the light is flashing, so I can't, the concentration is going different. So I'm sorry about that. So it's too hot here, but I have to. Because Sagittarius. So welcome, Sagittarius. You are very lucky people in the zodiac system, and very open-minded. At the same time, according to the planet, what in Sagittarius hold, and what degree it is called, and which position they hold, and which house they got. Okay, normally you are very you not about a religion or any belief system. This is about what you believe that is strong. Okay, and you are normally very passionate about or very caring about your father, at the same thing, hereditary system, hierarchical system, and then you know, you like to respect the people. That's the normal traits. Okay, so what is going on with the first half of the year until April? The planetary position of Sagittarius, Ketu sitting in the 12th house and Rahu sitting in the 6th house, which means very fantastic. That's fine. Okay, Ketu sitting in the 12th house means maybe you feel a little bit more spiritualistic way, or you may be called to the, you know, sometimes you feel like I have to go to spirituality. Spirituality is not religion. Okay. And the other way is about you looking to the success, but through the spirituality. Okay. And at the same time, you maybe want to be isolated, or maybe you are not getting that much, you know, like good sleep. That's the thing. But we can see what is going on with it. But Rahu and Ketu with the 6th and 12th axis is okay, fine. There is nothing wrong with that. It is completely fine with the Sagittarius. Then going to Saturn. Saturn sitting in the 2nd house. Saturn sitting in the 2nd house. That means you have to be careful about what you talk. But here, you don't want to worry about that, because Saturn here is the Lord of the 2nd and the 3rd house of your chart. Okay, Saturn rules 2nd and the 3rd house of your chart, sitting itself on 2nd. So that means he's sitting on house. So that means they don't give that much pressure or anything into the 2nd house. Maybe you feel a little bit problem, but not that much to the 2nd house, to family, income, and your tongue, and you know, like the blissfulness about family. So here it is very strong, but at the same time, so you may feel a little bit distracted. That's the only thing. Okay, so where is Saturn aspected? Okay, Saturn sitting in the 2nd house, that's fine, no problem with that. But aspecting to the 4th house, here it's a problem, because you don't feel comfort in the home. You don't feel comfort for, you know, if you're a student, you don't feel comfort in studies. You are lazy. Maybe you don't feel, you know, maybe sometimes you create a problem with, you know, like with accidents or something like that, because Saturn also aspecting the 8th house. So the 4th house and 8th house. 4th house is about your vehicle, your house, your property, at the same time your motherland and your mother. So your mother may feel discomfort, mentally distracted, sickness, or maybe you feel expenses with your mom's side, you know, medical expenses or something. And then Saturn aspecting your 8th house. I told you that is about, again, I'm sorry, that's a call, but 1 second. Welcome back. I'm sorry, that was a very important call, so I have to, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so what is Saturn position? Saturn sitting in the 2nd house and aspecting to your 4th house, 8th house, as well as the 11th house. What that means? The meaning of that, your comfort is going to affect your vehicle, your whatever the, you know, like a comforts thing, the luxuries, that will affect. And if you're a student, it will affect your studies. Maybe you feel a little bit laziness, and it is aspecting to your 8th house. That means you need to be careful while you're doing the stuff. Maybe you will get sudden change, or maybe while driving you have to be careful. And then the next thing is it's off to the 11th house. So that means the 11th house of gain, profit, and you know, the expansion, whatever you are doing, and you need that one for expand. Otherwise we cannot get the profit, or we cannot get the result, a good result, not the normal result, good result. But these things, Saturn affliction is going to affect. So in your birth chart, the 2nd house, 4th house, 8th house, and 11th house, if there is any other planets sitting in your birth chart, will also get afflicted by Saturn. Okay, so then what about Jupiter? Jupiter is sitting in your third house, and that is good for your communication, good for your creativity, for your siblings, everything is fine. Okay, and aspecting to your seventh house, that is very good partnership, spousal or maintenance. So that means like your good understanding of love and relationship, understanding of spouse, good benefits from spouse, like that sort of things. And then Jupiter aspecting to your ninth house of luck, prosperity, and what else? Your forefathers' blessings, your father blessings, and the father is going to be healthy if you got, and if your father is suffering from sickness or something like that, they are getting some sort of relief because the Jupiter is aspecting the ninth house. Then Jupiter aspecting the 11th house. That means the Jupiter aspecting the 11th house as well as Saturn aspecting the 11th house. What that means is giving a neutral effect to the 11th house. So you will gain some sort of way, not that what you expect in a higher level. That's all it is. So other than that, the third position of Jupiter will give what are the things? Third house, seventh house, ninth house, 11th house. So these houses, if you got other planet conjunction in your birth chart, will also get that sort of same expansion, benefit and profit from Jupiter. That is very good. Great thing. Okay, so let me go to Sagittarius from April onwards. Okay, so I'm so tired now actually, but I have to. So from Sagittarius, from April, what is going to happen? Ketu is sitting in the 11th house and Rahu sitting in the 5th house. This is a good position for Ketu. Ketu will increase your vitality. Ketu will give you spiritual thinking. Ketu will promote, because a Ketu or Rahu sitting in the 11th house means that is a good position for Ketu. So Ketu will promote what is your 11th house, that is actually Libra. So that means Venus is the Lord. So the benefits and the significance of 11th house as well as the significance, the house benefits of Venus as well going to expand with the Ketu. Okay, and the 5th house Rahu affects the kids' health sometimes, maybe studies, maybe they are not going to obey you, they are not listening to you, get some sort of problem from them, and your creativity will increase. Like a focus, determination, that all things will increase. But about the children, they may be going to afflict with the Rahu. They are showing that aggressiveness. Maybe they don't want to study, they don't want to show you something. That sort of things maybe give upset to you. Other than that, everything fine. Okay, so what is going to be Saturn? Saturn going to the 3rd house from 2nd house. That is also very good position for Saturn. Okay, Saturn sitting in the 3rd house is okay. You will minimize your communication with your think twice, because Saturn is a slow planet. At the same time, this will create because Saturn is the Lord of 3rd as well. So there is good communication with the siblings, good communication with partners, good communication, creativity, everything will going to benefit for you. Okay, but Saturn affliction, Saturn aspects, not affliction, aspects to 5th house. That is the problem, because Rahu already sitting there, the north node. Again, the Saturn is aspecting the 5th house. That means it's double effect. So that means your 5th house, you need to be careful about getting into new relationship, new affairs. There is a chance to get problem from that. And about kids, you need to be careful about their health, and you need to be careful about what you need to talk to them. Minimize your talk. You need to think twice before talk. Give them peace of mind, okay? Because they will tell you stop talking like that. Okay, so you need to understand that. That's not because of you doing something, because of Rahu and Saturn sitting and aspecting there. Okay, so the next aspect of Saturn is the ninth house. Okay, so Jupiter is aspecting the 8th house, 10th house, and the 12th house. Saturn is aspecting the 5th house, 9th house, as well as the 12th house. So Saturn aspecting the 8th house again. Saturn aspecting the 9th house. What does that mean? That means your luck. You feel like your luck is reducing. You are not getting the luck with whatever you are really deserving. That may create a lot of problems for you, mentally affecting for you, but that is okay because it is not affecting that much with your work, because Jupiter is looking into the 10th position of your job, work, career, business and karma. So will not that much affect. It will give you a neutral result. And for the 12th house, Saturn is aspecting the 12th house. At the same time, Jupiter also aspecting the same house. So that means it will neutralize your expenses, neutralize your sleeping behavior and sleeping mode, because sometimes you don't feel, if it is Saturn only looking in there, you are getting trouble for sleep and you are getting trouble for your expenses, more expenses and all, and of course blood pressure and your beliefs, everything. But here under isolation, of course. And here it is not like that, because Jupiter also aspecting there, so it is very wonderful neutralized energy there. So Saturn, Jupiter aspecting to your 8th house, 10th house, 12th house. That means you need to be okay with your 8th house, very good health, good career opportunities, then what else? Good business opportunities, but you need to be careful about only for the 5th house, especially. Okay, so the 5th house is the main issue here. Okay, other than everything is fine and good, Ketu will give you good result. Okay, so the first half is very, very good for Sagittarius. The second half is going to be a neutral, and it is also very good, not that bad. Okay, not even bad. Okay, that's the thing. So let me go to Capricorn. Capricorn is very steady, stable people, very hardworking, and they are looking for stability all the time. They're looking to stabilize their life and give stability to others. They're focusing more on work and focusing more on their own hard work, and they have to work hard and hard, because this is the house for Saturn. Okay, and they are very disciplined for their work, very disciplined, well oriented, that sort of people. And I'm appreciating Capricorn, and that is very hardworking people. At the same time, for 2022 for Capricorn is good. Then I don't think it is very bad, because even though it is Sarasati, or Saturn sitting in the first house itself, Saturn is the lord of the first house, so you don't want to worry about the health and that much. You normally will say about Capricorn. Rising ascendant, so if Saturn is sitting there, that means Saturn is the lord of the Capricorn, and Aquarius sitting in Capricorn. So that means he is sitting in his own house. So he comfort. So he will not give you that much bad things to your ascendant itself or moon ascendant itself. So if your moon sign Capricorn or rising ascendant Capricorn, that means Saturn will not give that much bad things to yourself. But the Saturn aspect into your 3rd house to the Capricorn, that means it affects your communication some level and creativity. Maybe you feel lagging the time, maybe you don't feel to do something, laziness feeling. That's the only thing. Other than that, everything is fine. And from Saturn is aspecting the 7th house. That is very hard for you. Okay, Saturn aspecting Capricorn to the 7th house is Cancer. That means it will create problems for your spouse, arguments, So even if it is Cancer or Capricorn, both of them going to get the same effects, because Saturn is looking into the 7th position and Saturn is looking into the 10th position. So again here, Saturn is aspecting the 10th, but it will go into neutralize because Jupiter also sitting in the second house and looking into the 10th house, because so that means you will not feel that much jobless or anything. Job will go very well, it is neutral, and it will gives the income because Jupiter is sitting in the second house. That's a good thing. Okay, so Saturn aspecting the 3rd house, 7th house and 10th house. So you need to be only care about your spouse and your partnerships. Okay, you need to put water in your mouth and close your mouth. Well, you don't want to talk too much. If you talk, you need to be think twice or three times. I will tell you need to be careful about what you talk to your partner or your opposite person. That is the only problem. So when it comes to Jupiter sitting in the second house, good family, communication, good tongue, and good income. Okay, Jupiter sitting in the second house, good income as well as. Okay, that Jupiter aspecting to the 6th house. Okay, here Jupiter aspecting the 6th house means it is clearing your obstacles, clearing your enmities, clearing whatever you are looking into, and you're thinking that, oh, I can't start a business, I can do this job and that job, but I'm not starting. Every time when I'm feeling obstacles, why it is not working out, like that stuff. What you want to do is, now the Jupiter is aspecting to your 7th house, and Jupiter is aspecting to your 6th house. It will gives you clear mind about success, because here, I'm sorry about that, because here is 33 degrees today, and it's too hot outside, and my air condition, I can't get it here because I closed the door. It's too hot. I can't concentrate much, but I have to do it because the new year is coming. Guys, I have to responsible for that. Okay, so Jupiter is sitting in the second house, aspecting the 6th house, means this is the time you can plan for success. You can reduce your obstacle. You can see who is your enemy, who is your own enemy. Maybe sometimes we are our own enemy. Okay. Then Jupiter is aspecting to the 8th house. That means again it will gives you good health, maybe sudden gain, because Jupiter is sitting in the second house and aspecting the 8th house. So 8th house means a sudden gain, sudden loss as well. But this is from the second house, Jupiter aspecting the 8th. So maybe you are gained from sudden luck. Maybe you are waiting for a long time for hereditary, the wealth or something like that, property, you're going to get that. Maybe you will get a loan. You will never expect that, but you just try and you are getting. That sort of things will going to happen, because especially in the 8th house, you will get insurance, maybe you will get a loan, you will get a sudden lottery. Maybe it is not possible for everybody, but sometimes if your chart is very strong. Okay, then Jupiter aspecting to the 10th position. Here Saturn also aspecting the 10th position. That will gives a neutral position to your chart. So the second half, how it is going to be the second. I'm sorry because I feel so hot here. So that's the thing. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Okay, so Capricorn, the second half from April, middle of April to the rest of the year. What is going to happen? Ketu is sitting in the 10th house and Rahu sitting in the 4th house. Here, Ketu will create some confusion in the workplace, in the business. So you need to be careful while taking decision for your work or your business. Do not start a new business after April. That's a good year for 1.5 years. If this Ketu is beneficial in your birth chart or the Shapiri, then it is okay. Otherwise, this transit Ketu will create problems to your workplace, create problems to maybe change of job, change of business. You feel like you can't get a clear mind about job, business, what you can do. Ketu will create illusion. Ketu and Rahu will create illusion. So the 10th house, you feel like, oh, okay, I can change, I can get more money from other jobs, so I can stand up, I can go from here. Then it will be get into trouble. You can't get it. Maybe if you get it, you are not satisfied, that sort of trouble. Rahu sitting in the 4th house means you feel a little bit discomfort in your comfort zone. That's the thing. And then Saturn sitting in the 2nd house of yours, Capricorn. Here you need to be careful about what you're talking. You need to be careful about your family, okay? And you need to be careful about the income. You are getting income, maybe because of luck you got a 9th position aspecting by the Jupiter. So you're getting the luck, and the Jupiter is aspecting to the 11th house as well. But the problem is, the 10th house still Ketu is sitting there, so you don't know how to take the decision. And Saturn is sitting in the 2nd house, means income, family, your talk. So that means it will affect that area. So even though you're getting benefit, even though you're getting money from your business, whatever it is, gain from other way, but you don't know how to use it. Maybe you are spending that money for something else. That's the thing. And Saturn is looking into your 11th house of gain profit. Here also, I told you, Saturn sitting in the 2nd house and 11th. That means again money, income, money, gain, profit. So these two are affected by Saturn. But for the 11th house, Jupiter sitting in the 3rd house and aspecting the 11th. So that means the 11th house of gain profit will be neutralized. So what that means is the 11th house is not that much problem, only the 2nd house, because 11th house is neutralized with the Jupiter energy, even though Saturn is aspecting there. And then Jupiter sitting in the 3rd house, that means good communication, good for siblings, good for your creativity, and aspecting to your 7th house of partnership, business, career, spouse, and everything. Because career, why I'm saying career, because 7th house is about partnership. Still your colleagues, your boss, your whatever, the workplace, who you are mingling with, everybody is coming into 7th house. So you know how to contact with them, how to communicate with them, you know how to create your communication on a creativity way, creative way. So will create a good benefit to you. And then Jupiter aspecting to your 9th house of luck, prosperity, and your father's side, the father will get benefit from that, and you believe there you are going to be strong in yourself, believing in yourself, luck and prosperity. And as well as the Jupiter is aspecting to the 11th house, where the Saturn already aspecting. So the 11th house is neutralized. So the planet in your birth chart sitting in your 3rd house, 7th house, 9th house, and 11th house get benefited the same way with the conjunction of the planet, what they are sitting in these houses. Okay. So what is the result is the first half of your chart or your transit until April is going to be neutral, but rest of the year going to get very good result. Okay, so 2022 is a mixed result, but you are going to gain in a higher level. And when you're doing stuff, you need to be concentrated on doing good things and good way. Otherwise, you cannot get that karma back, good karma back. Okay, I'm not talking about the bad karma. So the morality behind that is you need to how you taking your responsibility and dharma. According to that, you're receiving the karma at the end of the story. So that's the thing. So I think you are going to get very good year 2022, especially with Sagittarius. Yes, you are also getting Capricorn. Yes, because Saturn ruled by Capricorn, and Venus is the year of 2022, because 2022 is number 6, the year of Venus and luxury, harmony, and also please make it clear that you can also get the same harmony and luxury, and you will also get benefited from that. Okay, and I'm thinking that you're always getting good result in your life and a peaceful life and getting relief from your struggles and blessings from the universe. Hope you all the best. Thank you. Bye bye.